Hey guys, Prince Rich with philosophyofdreams.com, and today's video subject is who are the dream characters in my dream and what do they mean? This is one of my favorites. This is also one of the pinnacle key factors that one needs to understand in being able to interpret their own dreams. So let's get into this. I'm going to explain to you who these dream characters are and what they mean. For those of you who dream a lot, you probably already know that the most of what you see in a dream, if you write your dreams down, we can probably all agree, is people. I mean, of course, there's always a landscape, but usually the thing that you probably interact with the most in a dream is other people. So who are they? What do they mean, and what can we gain from understanding who they are and what they symbolize in a dream? So here is one thing that I want to throw out there. It's one of the key points in dream interpretation. And I'm going to say it outright, and then I'm going to give you some examples. Every dream is about the dreamer, and every person, place, and thing in your dream is you, the dreamer. I'm going to say that one more time, and I want you to think about it really hard. Every dream is about the dreamer, and every person, place, and thing in your dream is you, the dreamer. So, I'm going to give you a very well-known example here. For many of you that are watching this video, I'm sure that you have seen the movie Inception. If you remember in the movie Inception, Dom had a wife who practically haunted him throughout the entire movie until the bitter end, named Moll. Moll was an aspect of him. What you have to understand in the movie is that Moll was not really Moll in his dreams. Moll was him. Let's back it up and I'll explain. For those of you who have seen the movie, you understand at the end of the movie, because they drew it out quite clearly, Moll symbolized his guilt. Moll symbolized his guilt that he felt that her death happened because of him. So, or because of things that he did or shouldn't, or that he didn't do or should have done differently in their marriage before she decided to commit suicide. So he always carried this heavy guilt that he caused her death, or that it was because of things that he could have done differently. So throughout the movie, for those of you that have seen it, you understand that she basically haunted him. What she symbolizes is him. She is an aspect of his self, that aspect signifying guilt that is buried deep into his subconscious. That's why at the end of the movie, she didn't fully go away until he forgave himself. He had to forgive himself to eliminate the guilt that was subconsciously ingrained in him, effectively eliminating her, which was never her to begin with. She was never Moll in the physical sense. She was him. So, what you need to understand is that every person that you see in the dream is you. In order to get down to the basis of trying to interpret that dream in the basic sense, you need to ask yourself, when you write down in your dream journal these people that you saw, you need to make some notes next to these people, and you need to ask yourself, this person, how do I view them in real life? Not only how do you view them in real life, how did you view them in the dream? Because that's important as well. So let's break this down. Let's start with waking life. How do you view this person that was in your dream in waking life? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Are they your best friend? Are they somebody that you would never even want to hang out with or go to the movie or go to the mall with in a million years? What is your overall, honest to God, you have to be honest with yourself about this. What is your overall honest attitude towards this person? Then you need to ask yourself, what was your honest overall attitude towards that person in the dream, during the time of the dream? Most of the time, at least in my dreams and my experiences, I notice that they line up pretty equally. However, I view that person in my dream is the same way that I view them in real life. I'll give you an example. I have, and I won't mention any names, I have an employee that worked for me at my technology company years and years back, and she quite frankly, we'll just cut to the chase and say she was incredibly lazy. It started off great in the beginning of the work relationship, and then she just got to a point where we were paying her a lot of money and she didn't want to do anything, which eventually resulted us in firing her and telling her, I'm sorry, we don't pay people $50 an hour to not do anything. the thing that's interesting is up until the point that I started having problems with this person and letting her go, she was never in my dreams. But even now, 4 years later, she comes up in my dreams every now and again, and she's the same way. She's always griping and complaining about stuff, but she's not doing anything herself as an individual to change those things. She's just there to complain and suck up resources from people in every single dream that I have her in. Now, here's what you got to understand. She is not she. She is not her. In the real life, she is me. She, in my case, and I've been able to pinpoint her and interpret what aspect of my life during the time I had the dream that she was every time. I was able to pinpoint where she symbolically, as a dream symbol or dream character, if we shall, represented an aspect of laziness in myself, in something during that week or a couple of days before the dream that I was either just not doing to the best of my abilities, or I just didn't want to do it because I was being lazy at the time. I hope that makes sense. So that is one of the better examples that I can give you guys about who the characters are in your dream and what they mean. There's one last point that I want to make on this one before we go. The next time that you see one of these people in your dream, and this is one of the best ways that you can gain almost direct insight into yourself, into your subconscious mind, into your state of awareness, and probably get an immediate dream interpretation for the dream yourself right then and there. The next time that you see a character, one that comes back in your dreams regularly, that you feel is of great significant importance, that you feel is a major dream symbol, try whatever you can to become lucid in this dream and talk to this person. Ask them, who are you and what are you doing? And watch what they say. Don't ask them in a bad tone or get mad with them. You don't want to get mad with them, because all your subconscious is going to do is turn around and project anger right back at you. Or just stubbornness. They may not say anything to you or run away or whatever they might do. Just casually and politely ask them, if you're able to gain lucidity, who are you and what are you doing here? And just see what they say. You would be surprised. But in cases where I have done this, what they said back to me was the answers that I needed, and it more or less interpreted the dream right then and there. It gave the dream direct meaning and explained exactly the reason for the dream and why I was there. They are the deepest part of your subconscious or your soul, your psyche, and you can gain valuable knowledge from these dream characters if you are able to talk to them. If you aren't able to become lucid, that's fine. Just record the dream and record as much as you can of what that person was doing, and more importantly, what they were saying. Because when they are saying something, they are you talking to yourself. They are your direct subconscious mind talking to you, to your consciousness, and you can gain much insight from that. So again, that wraps up the video of who are the dream characters in my dream and what do they mean. For those of you who are watching this video or reading this article on our website and you've had some very interesting dreams of dream characters and you have been able to talk to them and get answers from them, please do post on our website or on our YouTube. I love seeing insight on things like that. I would love to see, if it's not too private and you're comfortable sharing, I would love to see what kind of input you got from them and what you felt that it meant to you. Please share. Again, Prince Rich with philosophyofdreams.com. If you need any help with dream interpretation, just let me know, and I look forward to speaking with you guys again in the next video.